Oh, Canada has sent Ukraine over 1,400 Roshel Senator armored vehicles since Russia first launched its full scale invasion. Phew. Is it getting hot in here or is it just me? Yes, you heard that right, 1,400. That's more armored vehicles than Canada probably has moose. Mooses? Moosei? Also, that can't be right, right? How many moose are in Canada? Is that 1 million? Okay, 1 million moose in Canada. Wow. So, what does this mean for Ukraine's defense? And are there any drawbacks? Well, let's talk about it. Also, what has antlers and plays the guitar? A musician.
High five. All right.
Hey friends, Wes here, and the Roshel Senator wasn't initially built for the battlefield. Originally designed for law enforcement, border security, and even NASA, because apparently space missions need armored escorts, the Senator was meant for agencies like the Canadian Security Intelligence Service and US Customs and Border Protection. Then 2022 happened. Russia decided it wanted to party like it's 1945, and Ukraine needed all the armor it could get. The Senator quickly found itself in the thick of battle. Of course, a vehicle designed for riot control isn't the same as a combat-ready armored personnel carrier, so upgrades were necessary. Landmine-resistant plating, reinforced undercarriages, and modular configurations turned this SWAT team ride into something that could survive in a war zone. To meet demand, Roshel ramped up production and diversified the Senator lineup. Now there are versions for medical evacuations, explosive ordnance disposal, and even counter UAV operations. Recognizing Ukraine's need for self-sufficiency, Roshel has partnered with Ukroboronprom to start producing these vehicles in Ukraine, ensuring a steady supply and keeping Russia's annoyance levels at an all-time high. The Senator is no lightweight. This 4x4 beast sits 10 personnel, hauls up to 2 tons, and provides ballistic protection up to a CE and B7, meaning it can stop your average Rusky 7.62 rounds at pretty much point-blank range. It measures 6 meters, which is about 20 feet, in length, and is powered by a 6.7-liter V8 diesel engine with 330 horsepower. Paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Essentially, it's a Ford F550 that decided to drink a protein shake that tastes like Fruit Loops, took some Krav Maga classes, and decided to fight tyranny. Beyond its muscle, the Senator's modular design makes it highly adaptable for different combat scenarios. It can be equipped with remote control weapon stations, counter UAV systems, and even grenade launchers, depending on the mission needs. The MRAP variant features a double V hull for enhanced protection against Russian mines and IEDs, a lesson learned from battlefield feedback in Ukraine. Also, the suspension system has been reinforced over time to handle rugged terrains, even if still not an off-road specialist. Despite its armor, the Senator remains maneuverable with relatively tight turning radius for its size and responsive handling, at least on paved roads. Its high ground clearance allows it to traverse rougher terrain better than a standard troop carrier, but it's not designed to be a frontline combat vehicle. That hasn't stopped Ukraine from pressing it into service in contested areas where better options simply aren't available. While the Senator has been a valuable asset, it hasn't been without its challenges. Ukrainian troops have found that while it excels in urban operations, it struggles in off-road conditions. Commander Yuri Fedorenko of Ukraine's 92nd Brigade put it bluntly, quote, "It is not designed to drive off-road," end quote. In other words, this thing handles rough terrain about as well as Trump handles a debate. Despite being pushed to their limits, the Senators are holding their own. Broken springs and frequent mechanical failures have been reported, especially when driving in rugged conditions, but the Canadian Department of National Defense has acknowledged these limitations, emphasizing that the Senator was never intended for frontline combat, but rather as a security task vehicle. That means it's great for medical evacuations and troop transport and keeping personnel safe, but not for rolling straight into enemy trenches. Roshel, for its part, insists that it's constantly improving the vehicle's design based on battlefield feedback from Ukraine. Engineers have been working closely with Ukrainian troops to enhance the suspension, reinforce critical components, and fine-tune the vehicle's performance. Under combat stress, the latest iterations of the Senator incorporate lessons learned directly from the front lines, including improved axles, more robust shock absorption systems, and other general refinements. But battlefield realities mean that some Senators inevitably end up in Russian hands. As of March of 2025, at least 56 units have been destroyed, damaged, or captured. Russian forces have reportedly repainted some captured Senators for their own use, but given their track record with stolen Ukrainian equipment, it's unlikely they'll be maintained properly for long. And while losing equipment is always a concern, Ukrainian forces remain adept at disabling vehicles before they fall into enemy hands. In many cases, captured Senators are stripped of sensitive electronics and sabotaged to ensure they don't provide lasting value to Russian troops. It's an ongoing game of cat and mouse, but one that Ukraine is playing with impressive skill. Despite its shortcomings, the Senator has played a crucial role in Ukraine's defense. Over 1,400 in service, 56 confirmed destroyed, damaged, or captured by Russian forces. Now, that might sound like a lot destroyed, but 56 out of 1,400 is, carry the 4%. Some have been seen in action during the Kursk Oblast incursions, proving that even if they aren't perfect, they're still far better than unarmored alternatives, and definitely better than Russia's turtle tank drone magnets. But Ukraine continues to push for more advanced and heavily armored vehicles. Officials have repeatedly requested light armored vehicles or LAVs from Canada, vehicles better suited for frontline combat roles, with superior off-road capability, heavier armament, and greater troop protection. While the Senator has filled a critical gap, its limitations in direct combat scenarios highlight the need for more robust alternatives. The delay in delivering LAVs and other heavy armor has been a point of frustration for Ukraine, but Canada's commitment to providing military aid remains strong, especially in the absence of US leadership. But meanwhile, Ukraine is left making the best of what it has, often using the Senator beyond its intended role simply because there's no better option at hand. The reality is that while the Senator has proven its worth, Ukraine's battlefield needs are evolving. If Western allies want to ensure Ukraine can continue to resist Russian advances effectively, upgrading their armored vehicle supply must be a priority. At the end of the day, the Roshel Senator is a symbol of Canada's commitment to Ukraine, even if it wasn't originally built for the hellish realities of frontline combat. As Ukraine continues to fight for its survival, these vehicles serve as a testament to international solidarity, proving that even a modified police vehicle can play a crucial role in a nation's war for independence. And if that's not enough, maybe Canada can finally start sending those LAVs. Just a thought. That's it for today, friends. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and do all the things. I do read your comments, and I'm trying to make a point to start responding more frequently. There are just so dang many. So again, this is Wes O'Donnell, an American who stands with Canada and Ukraine. And as always, glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. Crimea is Ukraine.